TKM Extreme next up, and joining me is championship leader Joe Porter. Joe, thanks very much for joining us. Now, there seems to be a bit of a Formula Ford thing going on at the beginning of the year. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, we were going to do a bit of classic Formula Ford, and then we decided not to go into cars this year and have another crack at TKM. And here we are now, leading the championship again, and hopefully we'll win it.
So obviously we're getting very close to the end of the season now. How tough is it going to be to hang on to the lead?
Oh, very close, you know, the nerves are flowing, and it's very tense, but hopefully we can hold on to the end of the year and then move on and do something else.
So obviously now we've got a couple of races left in the championship in terms of meetings. Clay Pigeon next. How are you doing with that circuit?
Not too bad. It's our bogey circuit, really. 2 years ago I lost my licence here, and then last year I did an engine in the final, and you know, it made things a bit on edge at the final round. But yeah, things are going a bit better this weekend, and hopefully we can get a couple of podiums in the final and make Shennington easier for ourselves.
Well, Joe had a bit of a problem in final one. He's ended up down in 11th, so starts this televised final on P11. Josh Waring there, the two-plate starts on P9. Phil Smith, though, he's the man on fire at the moment. Now, he's not in contention for the championship because he hasn't raced the entire season, but Smith is on a golden run at the moment. Just won the TKM Festival. He won the earlier round at Glanigorse Park on pole today and dominated the earlier final, and he's already got the lead through Billy's blind. Down through Billy's, no contact there, everyone's through cleanly. Up through the S's, left-handed now onto Sturmey Straight. Now Phil Smith won the earlier final by 10 seconds. Look at this, he's already got 2 or 3 kart lengths. That may not sound a lot, but on the first lap in a competitive field, that's a decent lead already. It means he's got nobody hounding him on the rear bumper as he comes left-handed, coming towards the end of the first lap, and he's got 5 or 6 kart lengths already, Smith. It looks like he'll be checked out sometime very soon in this one. He is, look at this, he is in fantastic form at the moment. You see Lee Harrison up the inside of Dan Burton. Going with him is Simon Vercoe, former Welsh champion, on the 27 kart. They come down to turn 4, the hairpin. 64, Luke Ogden up the inside of the 22 kart, Michael Green. Joe Porter does the pair of them. So Joe up a couple of places. There he is on that one kart. Joe, the last year's champion, looks like retaining that championship this season, although he would like a reasonable result in this one. Doesn't need to win it, but would like to finish in the top 3 if he can get there. Lee Harrison on the 18 kart, that's 17 Dan Burton. Just in front of Dan is Simon Vercoe. 7 is Ash Crossy, 2 Josh Waring. Through the S's, see Porter right in contention there as well. 35 kart in the picture was Jordan Horton, spelt H-O-U-G-H-T-O-N. That's Horton if you come from the north, and Houghton if you come from the south. 9 kart going through the picture was Paul Monks. Monks won the Dragon Masters event at Glanigorse Park recently. The kart stream through turn 1. That's Phil Smith, the leader. Comfortable lead it is. Did show this graphic earlier, we'll show it again though. Can't show it too many times. To find your local kart club, www.abkc.org.uk. That's www.abkc.org.uk to find your local kart club and a circuit close to you. The Association of British Kart Clubs website lists every circuit and every club in the country. Still Lee Harrison holding on to second place, keeping Smith honest. Simon Vercoe, he was using the C plate earlier in the season as Welsh champion, back to his original number now, 27. Through Billy's blind, the 1 kart, Joe Porter started 11th, now up to 6, so made up 5 places so far. He'll be hoping to make up at least another 3 or 4, certainly getting closer. 64 going through the picture was Luke Ogden. That's Ash Crossy on the 7 kart. There's Porter again. In behind Porter, 64 kart is Luke Ogden, as I said before, on that Jade chassis. Smith looks like he has checked out here. Harrison keeping him honest, but it's a decent lead for Phil Smith, 10 kart lengths. As I say, won the earlier final by 10 seconds. Not quite got that sort of pace in this one, but we see Lee Harrison drop from 2nd to 4th there. Around Billy's blind, through the S's, down the Sturmey Straight into this hairpin turn, turn 4. Line of stern, down through turn 4. 15 kart Alex Thomas from Congleton. Is Smith the leader though? 27 now, Simon Verco doing the chasing with Ash Crossy in third place. Harrison's dropped to fourth. Porter's now through to fifth, drops the 17 cart Daniel Burton down to sixth place. So Ash Crossy, he's certainly in contention for the championship as well. So he'd hope to finish in front of Porter. I'm not sure that's going to happen though. Porter looks like he's got some pace now, as Burton slides up the inside of Luke Ogden, and Josh Waring goes with him. If you're looking at this thinking karting something you or your kids may be interested in, there's something for everybody. These engines, these two-stroke BT82 engines, TKM engines, are very simple to work on. As later in the race we see Ash Crossy now up the inside for second, and Porter in fact does the pair. So Porter now through to second place, drops Ash Crossy to third, Lee Harrison through to fourth, and Simon Verco goes from second and fifth, nearly sixth, as Josh Waring tries to depose him of that place. These engines very simple to work on if you like a bit of mechanicking and keeping your costs of engine rebuilds down. You can work on these engines very easily yourself. If you're not that way inclined and just want an engine that you can press a button and go with, there are those types of engines available in karting as well. So there's something to suit everybody if you're new to it. As I said earlier, check out the Association of British Kart Clubs website, abkc.org.uk. Get in touch with your local circuit, your local kart club, if you want to get involved in the sport. As the 10 kart getting involved there was Luke Graver. Smith, a comfortable win again for Phil Smith. He's on fire this season. It's a shame really that he's not done every round in the Super 1 Championship this year. If he had, he would be a major contender. You have to think that he will be leading the championship right now, but he's not taken part in every single round, and therefore is not competing to win the championship series. That man is though, the one plate, Joe Porter. Was going to do some Formula Ford this year, but has decided to stick with karting and the TKM series to try and win what he won last year. It's often more difficult to retain a title than win it for the first time. If he can finish in the position he's in now though, in second place right there in front of Ash Crossy and Josh Waring, the two plate, then he should pretty much assure himself of the title going to the last round, save for any dramas. Through the S's, down through Sturmey Straight. That's a bit of a surprise to me. Luke Graver's the fastest man on the track, as we see Ash Crossy up the inside of Joe Porter now. Graver 35.03, Phil Smith, who leads it, 35.22. Joe Porter in fact is faster than Phil Smith, as is Josh Waring, and indeed Ryan Stronach on the track as well, the 20 cart. He's faster than Phil Smith, so I think the fact that Phil's managed to get his head down and get away, he's given himself a decent lead, as up the inside of Crossy for second goes Joe Porter, and Crossy loses 4 places through the one turn. 64, Luke Ogden looks like he's out. Ash Crossy loses another place now to Luke Graver. Graver is the fastest man on the track, and the 13 can't try to lay some pain. That's Luke's brother James trying to lay the pain on Crossy as well. Crossy went through Billy's blind in second place, came out in 6th, so not a good turn for Ash Crossy as Porter leads the fight for second place down through the start line. Waring trying to go round the outside. Harrison trying to come down the inside on the switchback and gets collected by Luke Graver, the 10 kart. Lee Harrison doing nothing wrong, looking for the switchback through Billy's, and looks at Luke Graver as if to say, what on earth was that about? Let's have another look. And you see Waring trying to go down the outside of Porter. Harrison on the outside now looks for the switchback, and Luke Graver comes from nowhere right into the side of Lee Harrison. Got to feel sorry for Harrison, did nothing wrong, looking for a little switchback move down through Billy's blind over the curb, and he gets out of the kart pretty disconsolate. I would imagine he was having a really good run. The lead that Smith has, it's around about 5 seconds. He's not the fastest man on the track, but he's got a massive lead, and Porter looks like he's going to collect himself second place here. Look how close this is for second. If it wasn't for Smith winning by a mile, we'd be looking at this battle here for the win, and it's Porter that comes out on top in that one. He finishes second, Josh Waring in third. Good finish by Ryan Stronach, the man from Scotland, just 1/100th of a second outside the fastest lap in that race with a 35.04 for Stronach. He came from 12th to finish 4th in the end. From Crossy Ogden, Verco, Charlie Bruce White we never saw, Dan Burton finished 9th and Mike Green in 10th. Here's Jake with the top 3.
Josh, that was truly sensational out there, wasn't it, for 3rd place?
Yeah, real tough race. Really wore me out. It was a tiring race. Didn't have the best of weekends, starting 17th in the pre-final, but got up to 9th. And from 9th to get to 3rd, I'm pretty happy. Would have been nice to get a couple more, but can't, you know, somebody's got to win, and Smithy was by far the quickest, so well done, Smithy.
Joe, it was really difficult to hang on to the back of Phil for 2nd place, wasn't it?
Well, I had to come from 11th, so I never saw him at all. But we were really quick and had to pick each kart off one by one, and you know, we got 2nd, which I'm happy with, and it's good for the championship.
Phil, once you got into the lead, you were never going to give it up, were you?
No, I'm not one for giving up the lead. I work as hard as everybody else, and you know, despite winning by quite a margin, it's still tough. You know, these guys, they never give up. So, but consistency again, outed. You know, every lap was the same, and that's what got me a gap. The guys behind all started fighting a bit, which helped me obviously, and managed to cruise to an easy win, which is always good. Well happy.
Phil Smith cruising to a lot of easy wins recently. As I said before, he's not taken part in every round of the championship this season, otherwise we might be looking at a different scenario here. But it is Joe Porter that has a comfortable lead going into the final round. I expect Porter to retain the championship.